Like it just happened. It just happened to me. I'm grateful because I can use this for others. So be confident, continue to work hard, continue to nurture yourself, continue to be compassionate to yourself, continue to take time, continue to always come back to your true self. And that self is built on your confidence and your faith and your trust, not just in yourself, but something else that is a bigger force that is helping you. So this is awkward. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Janae, aka Yay or Nay. I am back with this very overdue video. This video, I want to do something different. I'm pretty sure that other people do it on YouTube, but I want to take time while I'm going through my skincare process to talk about my skincare journey or my skin recovery journey, and how I have been recovering from my skin explosion is what I call it. In 2018, right my birthday, turning 27, my skin decided to erupt into this really bad cystic acne episode, and I've been battling since February 2018 all the way to now. I'm finally coming to a head with it, and I'm so happy. Shout out to Roxy over at Skin for sponsoring me and giving microneedling. That's something else that I'm very pleased to speak with you all about. Some of the skin treatments that I've been going through to help me enhance my recovery process, because recovering from cystic acne is let's get into it, because one, it's late and I'm tired and I just want to get into it. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is pull my hair up, and then we're gonna start washing my face. So one thing that I really want to emphasize about my skin explosion is that I personally believe that my skin explosion was triggered by the onset of my anxiety that I had that began at the end of 2017. And if you have been like on social media, you are probably seeing that more people are talking about anxiety and the science behind anxiety. And one of the biggest things that is talked about, or is now being talked about, is how the brain, how there is a link between your brain and your gut, and when those are not operating correctly, meaning that there's a break in the lining of your stomach, the chemicals in your brain, or even the food that you process, they don't fully absorb in the proper way in your gut. And so some of the hormones or the chemicals that you eat in your food, or even again, the brain chemistry, especially if you're dealing with anxiety and things like that, it'll go through your intestines and directly into your bloodstream. So you're getting more of that toxicity into your bloodstream, which is then going back into your brain and communicating that something is wrong. And so yeah, I believe that's what happened to me. And so while I'm talking about it, let's get started. So one of my favorite new toys is my Forero. I've always wanted one of these, and I found this at Marshall's. I'm so happy that I was able to come across this for the Lolo. Everyone knows that skincare starts with clean hands. So get you some soap and water. Make sure that you're changing your pillowcases, you are sanitizing your phone. You're being mindful of how you're touching your face. Just don't touch your face. Just don't touch your face. So I've recently had my second microneedling treatment by Skyn, and so we're in the recovery process of that. It's still fairly recent. I think it's been about 4 days since it, oh, it's actually almost been a week because tomorrow's Thursday, February 27th. So it's been about a week, almost a week since my second microneedling, and I really enjoy how, I don't enjoy the pain, but I enjoy the progress that it helps to bring with diminishing dark marks. And so that's where I am in my skincare journey, is tackling the blemishes that were left from the cystic acne. I've been fighting and have been able to get my actual active acne at bay, both through internal remedies, which I'll talk about, and then also through a pretty consistent skincare. Also, I just want to say that my routine that I'll be following today is guided by LA Beautyologist. I'm using her cleanse, tone, moisturize, tone, tone after every step of your, or in between every step of your skincare. And I've noticed how tremendously that has been working for me. Tonight I'm in the mood to double cleanse because, and this is horrible, because I have not done my night routine for the past 2 days. We're just gonna put it on Mother Nature. I've just been tired, okay guys? I'm very tired. So I'm starting out with my Drunken Elephant Beste number 9 Jelly Cleanser, because this is really good to break up that decongestion within my skin. I get a lot, very easy for my skin to get congested, especially within the T-zone area, which is where I would experience a lot of my breakouts over time. In 2018, it started out in my forehead, which is linked to your gut. So that's what made me come to the suggestion that this was definitely anxiety ridden. And then throughout 2018, it just got worse up in my forehead. Fast forward to 2019, it began to then trickle down into my cheeks and then around my jawline. Also, a really good thing about this Forero is that it stays on for 60 seconds. And that's another rule of thumb that LA Beautyologist has given us, is 60 seconds to break up this dirt, allow your cleanser to effectively get into your skin and do its job. So this Forero really does all the work for me, and I'm very appreciative of that. And then I'm going to follow up with my Alba Botanica Acne Dote Deep Pore Wash. I like this because it has the salicylic acid and the willow bark extract, which helps to, basically is like medication for acne. So I've accepted that I have acne prone skin. I've always had a pretty long history of acne. Of course, first started off in puberty, and then in college I experienced the beginning of getting introduced to cystic acne. And around that time, I believe it would happen like around my mouth, not necessarily my jaw, but around my mouth. And so I would do birth control, and then I got off of birth control, and then we began to see a dermatologist, moved to New York, got on antibiotics, and that's another thing that I also feel like broke down the lining of my stomach, is the antibiotics. So that also contributed to the acne getting worse over time, and then of course on top of the anxiety and all of those unbalanced hormones and things. But this adult acne was by far the worst. Like, it's so painful. I felt like I could never really like go outside, honestly, because it was so invasive. Like, it took up space. Like, I just didn't want to be in people's personal spaces with protruding cysts of bacteria. It definitely made me feel self-conscious over time. Really towards the end of 2019, like, my confidence was at an all-time low because I was just over it. I was over it. I had been fighting for a long time, even with going to my esthetician, you know, just keep having that patience and buying skincare products and hoping that things will work, and natural supplements, being patient and allowing those things to work, because you have to give things time, you have to be patient, you have to allow your skin to just kind of do what it needs to do, your body do what it needs to do. And it wasn't really until before the end of this year that I decided to go back to like a really simple skincare routine, where I stuck with aloe vera, I stuck with tea tree oil, lavender based things, putting essential oils in some of my products that I saw that the acne would calm down, and over time my face was beginning to calm down, and then finally finding the right supplements to help me. Alright, so I just washed my last cleanser off my face. Ironically enough, today I was waiting for my yoga class to begin, and Marcia Martin had posted her skincare routine today, and one of the things that she said is, instead of like patting her face dry, like, she actually lets the water absorb, and I was like, I'm gonna try that today. So this is my first time trying that. Internally, my diet had also changed throughout 2019. Towards the end, I decided to switch from being vegan / flexitarian / pescatarian to kind of go back to eating meat. I've only really been eating chicken, and ironically enough, that didn't really seem to affect my skin. But some of the things that I did incorporate into my internal diet was collagen powder and B5, which helps to basically, it's an active ingredient, which is also in Accutane, which helps to suppress the overproduction of sebum in the skin. So that has really, there's emerging videos on YouTube of people who are suffering from cystic acne that have been documenting their progression from using B5 supplements, which has been like crazy good. So what I'm going to do let me first do this. So I'm going to tone with Rosewater. I really don't like to spray stuff on my face. Like, I look like my spray face looks so ugly. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to use is my Pixi Skin Treats Glow Glycolic Boost Mask. I love Pixi. They have always held me down, especially when I've gone through my skincare, my skin ups and downs over the years. I really love the Glow products that they have, especially the Glow Tonic, which is another type of toner, and it does help to diminish dark marks. I don't know what was worse through my skincare, the acne or the blemishes that were left behind. It just was so much to deal with. And when I say, like, I've never experienced my confidence decline because of my skin. Like, I have so much respect for people who are like me, who have been like battling with acne and skin, and just they get fed up, they don't know which way to go, they don't know, they're trying everything, they're spending just money on everything and still showing up in public spaces as if people aren't looking and wondering if they have good hygiene because their skin is not cooperating with their insides. And it's unfortunately, it's not fair, but I get it, I guess. Like, one, you can't control it. Yeah, you can, but you can't. If it happens, sometimes you just can't control it, and you really have to take time to get to know your body, to learn your body, what's going on in your life and your environment, and what is triggering this reaction. All right. Whew. I really want to get a skincare refrigerator, but I also hate putting on cold stuff on my face and on my body. Alright, so when I come back, I'm going to tell you all a little bit more about my skincare journey, but more so about the professional help that I have been receiving that has been helping me drastically. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in the shower. If you've never put on a face mask and then hopped in the shower, you are missing out, because it helps to deeply penetrate a lot of the ingredients that are in the mask. And the steam is also really good. So I'm really excited for this mask because it's just going to help to boost the healing process of, one, my microneedling treatment that I recently had, which is producing new fresh skin, and also getting rid and lightening the dark marks that are on my skin.